in this part of video we'll see interior walls, architecture floors, doors, and probably the windows. Suppose now I want to create a interior walls, then you should be one of the floor plans like that. That should be a plinth, because now in this part, plinth part, actually this should be open. So plan should be open to know that wall positions. So sorry, this should be floor plan, visibility graphics, and imported categories, and plan should be on. So we'll have to make this on the ground floor plan. So okay, now you can see the wall positions also and interior wall positions also. So here you need not to have that particular beams. So I can go to select this beam. So this beam is, sorry, this is wall basically. So beams are up, I think so. Okay, so go for wall, then architectural wall, and then edit type. So this will be duplicate. Always go for creating a new category. That will be better always. Interior wall 4 inches. So okay, but you have to set for edit this thing also. This should be 0.1 4 inches. Okay, now I can create wall. So if your this is exterior wall option, I can use a space bar to change the location of that wall. Okay, so this is wall, and now again this thing here, space bar. If opening or door is there, the wall should be the straight one through and through. Doors or windows will get their own positions there. Okay, now this will be till here and here. So cancel again space bar. If the location or justification was not in proper position, this should be through and through. Yes, again you can use the space bar. So mostly I have created all of the interior walls. I think this wall is not created here, so I can go for this wall. Now I'll go and of this floor plan, so that I'll come to know the wall positions. Okay, so this wall will till here. Okay, and sorry, I think I have created this one. Then I'll have to get the position of particularly that floor plan on, then and then only. Sorry, very sorry. Visibility graphics. This is visibility graphics, and again I'll have to go for this floor plan. Let this be off. Let this be off. Not needed at all. Okay, okay. You can see. Now if you want to see that particular that I have created that wall or not, the color of the basic AutoCAD wall should be a different one. Then and then only you can differentiate it. So in imported categories for ground floor plan, I will be going for this thing, and here I will change the color of the AutoCAD DWG plan as well as the line weight also, so that there will be differentiation between. Now you can see here that these are the Revit walls, and these are nothing but the AutoCAD drawing. So this wall is not created. So right click, say create similar, and this thing you can likewise go and create it. Now just for knowing another thing, if you want to create another wall from this wall, if I want to create an interior wall at some distance from this wall, then select this one. Okay, select this one, right click, create similar, And suppose I want to create a wall at a distance of 3 feet from here. So just pick here. Don't insert there. Just hover over over that particular positions and move the mouse and type the distance which you wanted. Suppose that is 2 meters from here. Enter and you can create a wall. So this is the thing. If you want to create a wall at some distance from a particular reference, then you can use this procedure. Thank you. Now created interior walls. Now I want to create a architectural floor. Then again that will be the same as slab. You'll have to go to architectural and again floor. And this will be a floor architectural. So I can create within the rooms using the rectangle command for the floor. Floor means what? Floor will be like including the mass concrete, means bait concrete, as well as the some mortar and granite or the tiles above, vertical tiles above that things. So that will be total floor. So I can use that floor command like using rectangle within the rooms, because flooring will be within the rooms. So this is nothing but the floor using this command, floor command, architectural command. Again for this next rectangle, right? So that will be within the walls naturally, because beams are always placed on a walls are placed on a beams. So the floor will be within just wall jurisdiction likewise. So now I'll be using the line command, because there are two rectangles in positions, so I will be using the line commands. So within the wall you can use floor command, but that should be a close. There should not be any loop. So you can say finish. You can see all the floors are created there, and for selecting the floors I can just select walls and say height category, so wall will be categorically off. So now this is nothing but the basically this is the floor which you have created within the walls. In the staircase also there will be a floor. So again go to print level and create architectural floor, architectural floor using rectangle color. You can use any sketch here for this, and this rectangle will be here, and till this thing there will be a floor. Now you can see these beams are not necessary on this position, because their stair block will be starting from this position as a landing there from landing. So these beams are not needed here. So I'll delete this thing, because the wall will be starting from these positions. Sorry, these positions. So beam will be at in between it somewhere here, and for that you will have to create first of all staircase, or you should know the position of the landing. Then and then you can create the beam here. So now these beams will be at, now for that you will have to go to south view, and you can now first of all annotate, and you will have to see the floor to floor height distance. So this is 3.15. So naturally, obviously, that will be a 1.65. So beams and this landing will be at 1.65. So this beam will, you have to copy that one. So you can copy this thing. Now, if you want to copy these things from here to downward, but that is rigid thing because the constraints are there. So first of all, you'll have to off that particular constraint, disjoin, and then go to copying this thing. So this will be, you can type 1.65. So this will be a landing positions. You have got this particular beam here. Same way you can copy this thing, but that you will have to copy in this view and copy this thing from this position. Again constraints of and 1.65. So in different view You can copy these things. Okay, now you can see in this view that landing position you have, for landing positions you have created the beams which are needed there. So this way you have created the walls, exterior interior walls, but now parapet walls are left to be created. So I'll go to particular this thing ground floor slab top, and now I can add the walls, architecture walls, again walls, and I will create a new category that will be a duplicate thing, and that will be a parapet wall. The parapet wall will be with 4 inches. So again that will be 4 inches. Okay, the same structure we have got here already. So okay, now I'll create a wall, architecture wall, which is parapet wall, and literally on the outer lines only. Okay, so this will be here, but sorry, this chain is off, so we'll have to go for this thing. Now in this position, actually there will be a stair block. So that stair block will be, sorry, you can see in 3D wall, but I have made the mistake. That particular wall, select all constant instances, that should be with the height 3 meter, which you can change after rehears also. That will be 0.9. Okay, but you can see this wall is at outer side. So again I will have to go to, and I will to select and select this thing. I think now the wall is placed properly, but in some places it's not. So there is one mistake. This should be again space bar you will have to use to make it on a proper position. Okay, now you can see the wall, parapet wall is with 0.1, 4 inches, and height 0.9. So this way you have created the parapet wall also. Now we'll go for doors first off. Before going for a windows, one thing I would like to tell you that these walls are having the same color as a gray color, or you can say black color. But if you want to change color of the some wall entities, then you'll have to select this thing and then right click, and you'll have to go for override graphics in view by element. Then you can go for surface patterns. Pattern will be a solid fill, and you can change the color of that particular thing. Okay, this way you can change the color of the some of the walls. Now you can say this is with green color. So with the same procedure, I have changed the color of the all of the parapet wall. In this area, you can see that there will be a stair block which will be overhang here also. So we'll change that. We'll make that changes afterwards. But before that, we'll be going for a particular thing, doors. And for doors, you should be on the particular platform, so plane. In this Revit, there is a relationship that is called as parent-children relationships. For walls, the labels will be a parents. If you delete the labels, the walls will be automatically deleted. For doors and windows, walls will be the parents. So if you delete the walls, door and windows will be deleted. For creating a doors, again you will have to go to door, and in the door there are in library the number of different doors with different widths and basically height. Now I can create a new one that will be a duplicate D. Okay, that is always good for us to create a different category before inserting the doors, windows, anything, any architectural component. So I want to create a door with 0.9 by 2.1, means 0.9 is the width, 2.1 is the height. Okay, but for that again you need to change. These are basically the families which are the different door families with the, because they have got the door outside of the wall, and so it has got some trim projection extension and trim projection internal and external. So I'll be just changing here the width of the door, and the height will be 2.1. Okay, so I have created a wall. Again I am going to create a new door which will be duplicate D1 or the D2. This will be 0.74 for the washroom walls. Okay, so the height will be the same naturally. So this is D2. Okay, the change will be here with 0.75 width for the washroom doors. Okay, so there are two types of doors, and for changing the hinge of this particular door, which is basically the hinge is on the left side. So to change the hinge, just click on space bar, and this has changed the side. Okay, now if you want door at some place from that particular left hand or the right hand, so select this one, and you can see that that is placed on a 0.6 meter from the left hand. Now for if basically this temporary dimension is actually now from the particular wall. If you want to change the temporary dimensions, you have to go to manage, then additional settings, and then temporary dimensions. So if you want to change the temporary dimensions measures, so for that, for walls it should be from faces, and for door and windows it should be from openings. So okay, now select this one, and if now I want this door at a particular, sorry, this I want at a particular 9 inches and something, so this will be a 0.10 only. Sorry, again select this one, and okay, so I want to be that door at something like 0.23. So this will be shifted toward this left end. So using the temporary dimensions, we can keep the position of the doors. So first of all, I will just go and adding the doors here. So this is D1. And once you have added that particular doors there, you can change the positions with respect to dead end. Now I will be using the door for the washrooms, that will be D2. Sorry, I think I use this door as D2. So first of all I have to change this, select all of the doors which are inserted, and this one thing, just select and go to selecting type. So now they are with the D1 type. And for architectural door I want now D2. I can go for this thing, right? And now you can change for timing, go to visibility, imported categories, this should be off now, apply, okay. And now you can say that these are placed at some levels. Okay, I want this as 0.9. So this we can change the positions of the door. Now this is 0.1. Okay, so I want some spacing there, like 0.1. So that will be placed on a 4 inches from the dead end. So this we can change the position of the doors also. Right, there is one more door here, and you can add that particular, selecting right click, create similar, this way you can add the door here also, right? So this way you have added the doors, but to change the sea light, so there will be a sea light here. Now you can see here there are the doors. You can select this door here, and in properties dialog box you can see that level at which the door is placed is the plinth level, its seal height is 0 naturally because the windows will be having the seal height and not doors, as well as it has got the mark and the head height. Head height means what? The lintel position in simple way you can say. So you can change the head height here from here also. So for today, actually, this is all for today in this section of window. We are seeing the interior walls, architectural floors, as well as changing the colors of the particular walls. Will be using override graphics in view, using element, doors and positioning of the doors. Thanks for today.